guys, my name is Madison Edwards. I'm going to be talking about studying abroad. Basically, my opinion is do it. Always do it. Always go and study and find yourself in a different country because you're not comfortable, you're not familiar with everything, and you're learning more about yourself, I believe. Um, I think if your school has the program, you should do it. Southern and many other schools offer studying abroad, and basically what you do is you pay the tuition that you would at Southern, but in a different country, and you go to a different school. You meet different people, you learn different cultures and everything, and I think that's just really cool. And like I said, it makes you grow as a person. I think a lot of people are also scared about the fact that maybe you don't know the language of the country you're going to. I mean, you still have options: Australia, Canada, and Great Britain. Australia, I think, would be awesome because think of the wildlife that you'd be experiencing. Like, that's stuff that you cannot find in the USA. And I love nature and animals and stuff, and just being able to go out there and not see it in a zoo where these animals are caged up like they're in their home, like they're roaming free. I think it's pretty cool. But also in Australia, you'd be meeting a lot of people. Most of their universities have more than 1 million students enrolled. I couldn't imagine going to school with that many kids. I can't imagine they're have like I don't even know how they have that many people in their schools just because of how small the continent is. But you know what? That's pretty cool. Good for Australia having that high of an enrollment rate. Also, um, the the International Education Service is one of Australia's largest exports, which that's pretty cool. And I think it's amazing that these people in Australia have such a big program for education and that most of them are actually going further in their education. So that's a pretty good point for Australia. Also, I mean, if you don't want to go across seas and you want to kind of stay in the same continent, I think Canada is a perfect one. They have a lot of beautiful cities. From what I hear, they're pretty nice. I think that's yeah, that's fair. They're pretty nice. And it's right there. It's just right north of us. If you had a reason to go home for an emergency or whatever your need is, it wouldn't be hard to where if you do go to Australia, that's a long trip back and it could be kind of, I don't know, kind of bad depending on the situation. Hopefully, nothing bad. But anyway, one of the top ranked schools, for instance, is McGill University, is ranked number three in Canada, which is pretty cool because it's located in Montreal, which is one of Canada's most popular cities. So you would be able to experience that city, which I hear is pretty beautiful. I've seen pictures of it, and I wouldn't mind going to it myself. Also, 55% of the leaders are liberal arts grads, so if you're a liberal art grad, that'd probably make Canada home for you. I think that's a pretty cool fact to know that most of their leaders are that. So, also, I have a couple friends who have studied abroad in Great Britain, and in fact, I have one there right now, and they loved it. All three of them had nothing bad to say about it. They always tell me, "Do it, Maddie. Go study abroad." And I try to help others like get comfortable with it. Like, there's nothing to be scared of, and I think it's really cool that a lot of students do study abroad. I never knew anyone until I got into college, so it's really cool to hear all that. A lot of them, like I said, they loved it. They also told me how cheap traveling is over in Europe, which is kind of surprises me because having Great Britain still like there's still an ocean between them and the rest of the continent and everything. So that's pretty cool. I definitely think if I was to go to Great Britain, I would definitely hit up Italy, France, all those major countries and historic places just because I'm a history nerd myself. But Great Britain's a pretty cool place. I think that's where I would study abroad, to be honest. Also, cool thing about Britain is it's home to one of um, some of the schools that everyone in the world basically knows or has heard of, such as Manchester, Oxford, and Cambridge. So why wouldn't you want to go to not a continent, but a country that has these colleges so well known? I think I have a couple friends, two of them actually studied in Manchester, so that's pretty cool that I kind of have an up on that. But yeah, I think studying abroad is actually a really cool experience, and I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to do it. Like I said, it's basically you would be paying for your plane trip, your plane tickets, um, and your passport and your other expenses that you would have over in the country. And if you pay Missouri Southern's tuition, that's not really something that's difficult. Like, it's really cheap at Southern. That's why I like it here. So yeah, I think studying abroad everyone should experience. And if not, go to Canada. I don't know, somewhere close. But yeah, but that's all I have for tonight. All of my citations will be linked in the description below. And thank you so much for taking your time out of the day to listen to me. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.